Hey everyone, this is Peter from Dimmit County Border Crisis Reports, reporting to you on what has been happening in our community in regard to the border crisis and how it has negatively impacted our community over the past year. And by negatively impacting the community, what I'm referring to is due to the abundance of illegal immigration and smuggling coming through our town. This has resulted in property damage. This has resulted in dangerous car chases and smuggling and bailouts that end up in front of our schools, local neighborhoods, local businesses, very dangerous crash in front of our own city hall and even near our courthouse. These are some of the happenings that have been going on here in Dimmit County, Carrizo Springs, Texas over the past year. Now, on top of that, we've also had 2 influx facilities for processing here in Dimmit County. First, they were set up in February to process unaccompanied minors. And due to the overabundance of illegal immigration, they were flourishing. Our town saw bus traffic like you would not believe for months. Just recently, as we came into 2022, those influx facilities were shut down. But as you see behind me, we have seen some movement in another area here in Dimmit County on Vandervoort Road of what it looks like to be another processing center or an influx facility of some sort. We are trying to verify what it exactly is, but it is massive. A massive production here. We have buildings. And we have a lot of land here that looks like it's been cleared. If we can get some footage over here of this huge trash pile. And we're going to get an aerial shot in this report for you so you can see it from the sky. It is a mini city. Now, I've asked our local officials, our mayor, our city manager, and our local officials if they're aware of this happening here in our community, and they're not aware. They're seeking to find out those answers, but I'm here to show you that, once again, that this is happening. Now, why is this important? Well, if you didn't know, Title 42 is looking to be lifted May 23rd. And so we have the setting up or the preparation for a massive influx of people who are crossing illegally and will be crossing illegally through these communities, who will be processed, sent to these centers, and then of course sent to where they want to go throughout America. So why is this a concern for our community? As I just mentioned, we have been negatively impacted for over a year. And now, because Title 42 may be lifted, we may be seeing a larger influx or more movement through our community. It's very possible. Now, there have been some changes in Dimmit County. If you weren't aware, just recently, we also avoided another issue in our community. Persons who have crossed over illegally were going to be released into our community. Our leaders were told, but many in our community got together, raised our voice, we shared our concerns, news reporters came to Dimmit County, and that problem was averted. Governor Abbott decided that he would set aside 900 buses to start busing people to DC. Now, this was a temporary solution, but now in light of Title 42 possibly being lifted, many surrounding counties are getting ready for a possible huge influx. According to news reports, there are about 170,000 people waiting in Mexico for this Title 42 policy to be lifted before they start making their way over here. Caravans throughout the past year have come through Mexico constantly. Before we see a huge influx, it's like a tidal wave. The reaction starts first, months down the line before we see the fruit of it. So now, what we're trying to do is share the information with our community, with our leaders. Please get involved. Please do something about it. We do not want to bear the brunt of the failed policies of this administration. We don't want to bear the brunt of having to deal with all of these issues. We do not have the funds or the infrastructure if this were to come our way. So I'm asking all of our leaders in our community to get involved and to find out the statistics, learn the policies, and know why this would be important to you. Now, as I mentioned, why is it a concern? Why should you as a citizen be concerned? Well, number one, again, as these massive numbers continue to come across, we cannot sustain these massive numbers. And unless something is done, this will continue to happen. If we don't keep talking about it, speaking about it, sharing, this will continue to be overlooked, shunned by our leaders. If we continue to be silent about it, we will be overlooked and nothing will be done. People further up north, many do not see what is happening here on our border counties, here at the southern border. Many believe that there's not a crisis. Many believe that it's not an issue. But I am here from Dimmit County to tell you that it is a crisis and it is an issue. Now, I want to say thank you to our local officials who have done their best to stay involved. And we have averted a lot of issues here in Dimmit County. Our new sheriff that has implemented policies to stop chases through town. So we are seeing results. And as a part of being a part of the solution, what we would like to do is keep that momentum going to avert any problems for Dimmit County. Now, as we see this massive chunk of land and what it looks like to be a huge production here, our questions need to be, how will this affect our electrical system? How will this affect our water? And you can go just down the line. If this is running, how will this affect our county? Are our leaders asking these questions? Now, these are very important issues that need to be addressed, but we're here bringing you the information. And as I finish, I want to let you know, in case you are not aware of the statistics and the information, to date, about 2 million persons have been encountered at the border. The rest are gotaways. So that number significantly rises. And that should concern you, because those people who are getting away, they could be the criminals. They could be those who are terrorist threats. Drugs are also pouring across our borders in record numbers. How does this positively impact America? It doesn't. Many children are also being put in danger who are being crossed over by their parents. Many individuals are facing dangers as they cross over illegally, as they face the harsh weather conditions. Many Americans also don't realize that they're not just Mexicans who are trying to come over to make a better life. The majority are coming from other countries like El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, and now a majority from Cuba. So while the humanitarian aspect we understand when it comes to people who are facing harsh elements and even losing their lives as they cross over illegally, and as our hearts go out to the children who are being abandoned, the reality is this is the fruit of breaking laws. And as Americans, we need to encourage law-abiding citizens. So this is law breaking, no matter how we slice it and dice it. And this has to be stopped. And we have to keep in mind that there are also hundreds and hundreds of people who are right now trying to become American citizens and doing it the right way. This is an overload on our system. And the Border Patrol feel it, our local law enforcement feel it, our communities feel it. So as citizens of Dimmit County, we need to get informed, we need to get involved, we need to raise our voices, and we also need to let our local leaders know, and those higher up, our governor, know that this is happening in our communities, and of course, this present president know what is happening. We are the voice, you are the voice. Take this information and share it. Peter here at Dimmit County Border Crisis Report, signing off.